Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this fine Sunday morning. We're back with more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. Let's crack on. So we're currently investigating the fate of Black Peter, a retired sailor and a very rich man, by all accounts. We came back here because we wanted our street urchin friends to
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
we wanted our street urchin friends to put their ears to the ground.
Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Then I shall do so.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
That's not a sign.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang, he can, as his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Oh my.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. What was that? I don't know if that got caught on the recording, but my god. So one of the criticisms of this game is the amount of loading screens. Now, I guess in today's day and age, and especially with my ridiculously powerful rig, they're not causing that much of an issue, so I'm not that bothered at the moment, but I imagine if you're sat there waiting 30 seconds plus for a loading screen, you probably are going to get annoyed, aren't you?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay, to the evidence room.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Okay.
Pen. Nothing unusual about it. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
That's still not massive, and you said that they were big boot prints.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Eight, 5, 3, 2.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Suspiciouser and suspiciouser. What do I have now? The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts, or Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers. The break-in attempt was made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. But we found out that the notebook was dropped after, right? I think it's that one. Nelligan was looking for the papers. Then we have stolen valuable papers. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside a stolen tin box. Which lets us conclude John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer either by physical or psychological description. Yeah, he's way too skinny. Because we decided it had to be someone very, very strong. Or I guess multiple people as well. Let's not rule that out. Ah ha ha ha.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Maybe. Oh, Lestrade, you're quite the artiste. Shapes of noses. Alright, let's go. What does this mean? Perform analysis. The letter seized from Hurtley. It's covered in ink. Oh, okay. Dialogue. Piece of stock exchange. I guess.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Let's talk to him. But I want to also go
Allow
and
me
check
to
the
introduce
boots.
myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
We shall see. I think you will find I'm the great detective Sherlock Holmes. And I can find all manner of things. Like you have eyes and 2 ears. You've got a scarf. You have a handkerchief with crested tit. You've got gardener's hands. You're the gardener. But we were told that there was no gardener. We were told there was no gardener. What was your game? Why would the guy's wife tell us there's no gardener? Unless she's having an affair.
That's all for now.
I'm not saying another word.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Oh, I see. I see. So I can interrogate anyone I want.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Trying to find sharp knife, bond, father's jacket, tobacco pouch. Well, it's the bond certificate, isn't it?
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go! I'm innocent!
Right, so we've got a few things to do. We've got to go to the lab and go to the garden to do both of those. So let's do both of those. First of all, Woodman's Lee. Is there any more deductions we can do as well? No gardener. Okay. First things first, let's check this guy's boots on here. Pop.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Oh, Liam. But if we say no gardener and that, then it gives us this. Unexplained presence. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints of Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Okay. What do you have to say about this, Judith, if this is your real name?
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay. I think we had a lab as well, didn't we? Was there anything else I could do here, though? Gary was a non-smoker. Oh no, my no gardener clue has vanished.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So it's...
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used.
Where's a pen?
Second condition,
I need a pen!
orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay, so it was. First condition, blue is third, right? Wait, hang on, hang on.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used.
All of them need to be
Second
used.
condition, orange reagent should be the third one.
It goes
in the
blue,
sequence
then orange.
after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Hi, Remigim6. No, thank you. Boop.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition,
So it goes something,
colorless
blue,
reagent should be added
orange,
after
clear.
the orange reagent.
So it goes green, blue, orange, clear, blue, orange, clear. Blue, orange, clear. Thanks for the follow, though, by the way.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
All 7 must be used. Orange is the third, but this says orange is the fourth.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used.
Okay, all 7 have to be
Second
used.
condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent.
So it's something blue,
Third
orange.
condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Something blue, orange, clear. Orange is third. Blue is second. Clear is fourth.
I need to prepare a chemical agent.
But this is suggesting the blue is first. It's blue, question mark, question mark. So let's start with blue. Then orange. Then clear. Then green.
No, something isn't right.
Is this just me being a moron? I think it might be. I think it might be, and I think I need a pen. Where the hell did I put my pen? I've been using it for playing games like Myst and stuff. Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. Right, what have we got? What have we got?
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So we know that orange is 3rd. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3rd is orange. And it goes in after blue. So blue has to be 2nd. Colorless has to be 4th. Oh wait, when he says after, maybe he doesn't mean directly after. It could be any time after. So it could be, oh, what if it's green, blue, blue, orange, orange? Let's do green, blue, blue, orange, orange, colorless, colorless. Oh no, wait. Orange has to be 3rd. So it could be blue, 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 orange, orange. Orange, orange, colorless, colorless, green.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
So blue, blue, orange, colorless, orange, colorless.
No, something isn't right.
Why?
I need to start the reaction from the beginning
I'm
again.
so confused. So orange has to be 3rd and it has to come after blue. So 1 is blue, green, so we know colorless always comes after orange. Orange is 3rd after blue. But doing 2 blues and 2 oranges didn't work. So if we do green, can we start with green? Green, blue, orange, clear. I think we already tried that, didn't we? Let me just try this again. Okay, green, blue, orange, clear.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Hmm. So is it, am I supposed to be following that? So is it blue something something, orange, orange, something, but then it's still missing one? Very, very confused.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Unless it doesn't mean orange is the third step after the blue, which it says, that means that I'm thinking orange is number 3 and blue is number 2. Maybe it means orange comes 3 steps after blue whenever you put blue in. So if we did blue in number 1, orange would be in number 4, for example. And if we start with blue, and I'm only going to do that because that's the first thing on that sheet. So if 1 is blue, then 4 must be orange. And if 2 was blue, 5 would be orange. But then you'd have a clear coming directly after a clear, which doesn't work.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So if 4 is orange, 5 is clear. And that would mean that 2 can't be blue, so 3 would have to be blue. Which means 6 would be orange. And then clear has to come after orange, so that would be 7. And then we only have green left, which we don't have any clues for, so maybe that's number 2. Yes, that's exactly what it's telling me, actually. So it's saying whenever you put blue in, there's 2, and then an orange goes in. And then whenever you put an orange, the next one has to be clear. Okay. So that should be blue, green. blue, orange clear, orange clear. Okay, that looks a lot more promising.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Hooray!
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Doopity-boopity-boop. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Eon, I swear, and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for which you me.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
It's a very good question. How would he react to this? What does this mean? More portraits. Hurtley is a stranger who was arrested by the police as a suspicious individual seen prowling around at night near Woodman's Lee. He's a former soldier who left the military with an honourable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Now he lives a quiet life working as a gardener. He is a gardener! Okay. Dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. Okay. Back to Scotland Yard. Do I have any more deductions to make? I don't. It's nice that you can do your deductions on the loading screen, actually. That's, when I was reading about the complaints for loading screens, at least you can do something in them.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Because you're my prime suspect at the moment, my friend.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
You're a liar.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Well-kept gardener. Well-kept garden or gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads. But now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
All righty then. According to Hurtley's letter, and by his own words, he hid something at the spot where the garden tools are kept. He's a gardener at Woodman's Lee, so I should definitely conduct a search. I shall. And in the meantime, I have nothing else. Right. Time to conduct a proper search of the area. Like the good old Bobby that I am. I'm searching, I'm searching. Where would you hide your tools? Oh, I can come in here.
Locked. Locked.
How do I get in? Hey, lady, can I go in this room, please?
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Thanks, madam. I appreciates it.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Shed floor, wooden planks, ill-fitting plank. Aha!
Let us see what is in this box.
Rotate the lock cylinders to form a complete line. Please note that some lines are deceptive. So that one definitely goes there. Marvelous.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
What? Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful, and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. I see. So now we have Judith's letter. But nothing else. Okay, let's go talk to Judith.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
She starts crying. He's like, thank you, madam. What did that give me? Aha. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing a murder. Unexplained presence. Hurtley's motive. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter. That's true. It does. It does. Harmless flirting. It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. Desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. If I choose one, can I change my mind afterwards? Okay, yeah, so I can change my mind. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. Hurtley's presence at Woodman's Lee on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. It could be either of those things at the moment, couldn't it? Okay, right, what did we have? Investigate the murder. Maybe Wiggins has found something. It's worth checking. Oh, shut up.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Hugh Patton, Sailor, James Lancaster, Hellman, Patrick Cairns, Harpoon. He died a week ago.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch. Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room. but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome, little boy. Okay. What was this? Peter Carey is a non-smoker, and Patrick Cairns was potentially there. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Okie doke. That I can do.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
So we've got Sea Witch Pub. I would also quite like to question...
I can't leave here dressed like this.
Ugh, fine. Right, this is a lovely pub. God, I love pubs. Is that just like a random fish on a bowl of stew? Is there anyone here who looks even remotely like they want to talk to me? Oh, you're Patrick Cairns. Hello. I'm just going to inspect the rest of the place and see if, you know, it's not dangerous.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
I've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
So I just decided to arm wrestle a person. Follow Patrick's facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, idle, and plan your counter strategy. Arg! Hooray!
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
I don't want to go again. I hope I don't have to. Right, he's got a gold earring. He's got strong hands and cheap clothes. And yellow nails. And a sailor's tattoo.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Oh, well, you've got to do it multiple times. That is absolute bullshit. Okay, let's continue.
I'm ready to try again.
Let me try again, I
Aye,
won.
If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Okay, that one was a lot easier.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
No, 20. I won
I'd
twice.
like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
Oh, the banker.
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Here it is.
Doopy doop boo boo.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
I mean, he's just said it. I see what they're trying to do, but the thing is, like, he's a poor man. Tobacco wasn't exactly cheap back then. And he's just found a pouch full of tobacco. He's obviously going to say, yes, it's his. Oh, yeah, this is mine.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Care to lose another 10?
Right, what have we got? Pouch proves guilt. Cairns had confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, and this proves his guilt. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he's the murderer. Yeah. Hurtley's in a relationship with Judith, giving him a motive. Hurtley's presence at Woodmanley on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey and the fact that he worked there as a gardener. I mean, it is possible, right? Oh, what does red mean? Oh, that's where you proclaim someone potentially innocent or guilty. So I think he's innocent. He could be guilty. You have found and utilised all clues in the case. Please proceed to the deduction space to form your conclusions. Why does it keep telling me to come here, though? Have I missed one? Who knows? Let's go to... Oh, well, I need to change my clothes, don't I? So at the moment, it's either the gardener or the sailor, I think. I'm fairly happy to rule out the young lad. Was there anything else here that we needed to? No, that's all been done.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying another word.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, I can't. So what am I doing? Peter Carey was trying to conceal the murder of John Nelligan's father. Patrick Cairns told the story of how in August 1883 he'd observed Peter Carey throwing a man overboard. The man had been saved from the sea only the previous night. The man was obviously Joshua Nelligan. Joshua Nelligan died. John Nelligan's looking for him. Patrick Cairns is an experienced harpooner currently facing unemployment and poverty. He can be found most often in the Sea Witch, a public house determined popular by the sailors whom he arm wrestles for money. Like many of his kind, he's a heavy smoker, indicated by his yellowed fingernails. So now I have to form my conclusions, but how? Is that back at... I suppose it's back at Baker Street. I'm obviously missing something here.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
This is where I keep my post.
Where do I do my deductions? Is it in here that am I just missing something? Oh, what if I do pouch proves guilt? I've definitely missed something, but where? And how do I deduce anything? I want to do my deduction! Let's try Woodman's Lee. Maybe there's something over here. So that's souvenirs, echoes, portraits, dialogues, documents, evidence. Right, she's whimpering and crying. Is there anything else here that I can...
Leave me alone, please.
Ah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's innocence. F1 help. Red colour highlights logical conflicts between deductions. This can be resolved by switching to alternative deduction. Oh, okay. Wait, so if I say that that was desperate jealousy, and that could be his motive for killing her. There's something missing here. But it says I've got all the clues. Is there something I've missed in, like, this cabin, for example? I've got that. I checked the contents of the chest. There was nothing else in here. Did that. His body's now gone. Check that. One of the harpoons is missing, but that's because I took it. Right, how do I deduce? Maybe I deduce at Scotland Yard. Maybe I have to talk to Lestrade.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Squire. Hello, Lestrade.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
I've got a good idea, Lestrade. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. Please proceed to the deduction space. Where is that? I'm assuming it's not in the morgue, but you know. Let's have a bit of a run around just in case. There's nothing in here.
I'm not. What am I doing here? I've
You
done
don't.
nothing.
Mr. Holmes?
Nobody wants to talk to me anymore. We've got evidence, but they're both showing as green.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
We've got lots of policemen who all sound exactly the same. Ha! Unless there's a... Open deduction space, B. That's where I was going. F is launch imagination. What the fuck does that mean? F. Oh! Is that like when an item's missing and you try and think of what it is? Okay. So this is the deduction space. So what if Pouch proves guilt? And it was a lucky throw. Feat of strength. Pouch proves visit. Pouch proves guilt. Hurley's innocence. Harmless flirting. Oh, okay, I see. I see. So that is now telling me that if I'm saying there was valuable paperwork stolen, and it was someone strong, and the pouch there proves your guilt, then it's Cairns that did it. If I were to say it was desperate jealousy here, and that means that you have a motive, and the pouch proves is innocent, and it was a lucky throw, that gives you Hurtley. Okay. Right, I don't think it's Hurtley then, because there's no way that's a lucky throw. That has to be feat of strength. That guy's a harpooner. Hurtley's innocent. And he's innocent because it was harmless flirting. And the pouch proves you were guilty. Cairns is guilty. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. You condemn him. Patrick Cairns is a cold-blooded murderer. He has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey and must be punished. Patrick Cairns killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was in self-defense against an armed and irrational drunken sailor. Well, no, because it was on his property. He didn't like the guy. Why would he have gone there? Yeah, he's... Confirm your moral choice. Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter.
What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
Oh, what? Yes, that's right. I am the great Holmes. I will punch you repeatedly in the face.
Lestrade, are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yes, he was lucky.
But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
The fate of Black Peter. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns, a professional harpooner, the only one capable of executing such an accurate throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. He is a cold-blooded murderer. You have decided to bring him to justice. Clues found 16. Conclusion. Cairns is guilty. Moral choice. Condemn Cairns. Space to check your conclusion may spoil game experience. Oh, okay. Yay. Why would that spoil your experience to see if you got it right or not? I will accept my decision. You're about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree. Restart a new chapter. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. My personality ranking is Justice Seeker. Are you... I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Riddle on the rails.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
So is this case going to be about the Merry Men or something different? I don't know. We'll find out next time, though. We finished case 1, on to case 2. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will maybe stream later today. We'll see. Maybe get the full case done. Or try to, at least. But I'm going to go get some lunch now. So, thanks very much for watching. I will catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.